No, Andrew, that's so good. And I love you painting that picture for us. And I think that's a great segue getting from the dream and to the doing side of things. And Andrew, I remember it was a little over 9 years ago, sitting over a few slices of pizza
Yeah.
and hearing your big dream. And it's been super special to a degree. I mean, we've collaborated together, but also from the sidelines, being able to watch and just to be able to see, all of this unfold. You mentioned you had so many ideas. How did you know when it was the right time to move forward with Earth Rebirth? And do you by chance even remember what a couple of those first steps of action were?
Yeah, very much so. So, I had a couple of friends on the wrestling team that were coming over a lot. And we were watching documentaries on nature and all these things that I always loved doing as a kid. And it was just a big conversation at first. It was us talking about what are these problems? What can we do about them? Some of us had a better knowledge of what had happened or how interested we were in these things. And then it just turned into ideas, business ideas, things we could do locally, things we could do globally, social networking ideas, and all the things that you start seeing technologically at the time just start the gears going. And, we started by just making a website. The idea was, let's just put the information out there so people can find it. And the first website was just scattered with every issue under the sun. There was food information. There was stuff about energy. We might have thrown in some conspiracy stuff about just population, whatever it was. We were throwing every bit of information onto it we could find. And I remember finishing it in December 2010 and us sitting there like, now what? What do we do? Like, this is just there. And that was the moment we decided we were going to start something. And that was the more difficult side because, we had so many ideas of where we wanted to go. And so many of them were long-term. We were thinking 50 years down the road and what we really wanted our kids or grandkids to have as solutions to these problems that hadn't been solved in the 20th century. Mm-hmm. And it became clear that, no matter what, at this time there was a choice between, you starting a for-profit business where people are trying to be really successful and then a nonprofit where most of environmentalism in the 20th century was seen as a community initiative. And that's where we decided to start, is no matter how many ideas we had that could be wildly successful, we wanted to get the right people involved for the right reasons. And that's where we felt like the nonprofit side of everything we want to do would be. It was the chance to really paint the idea that our priority is to solve the problems, not make money, even though we feel that these solutions can do both.